Alright, for some reason I decided this was a good idea to do 2 Wi-Fi leaks at the same time. Not my smartest idea, but, you know, here we are. It's actually the reason why I started uploading the other one in the first place, just because I was prepping for an upload rec league, which I have never done. So, we're just gonna see how this goes. Op is Thomas Clark. Reason I'm starting before we even see preview is, I don't feel like doing draft analysis, so I'm just gonna tell you my 10 mons. I have no idea if you can actually see anything. I guess I can do this. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, Iron Val, H-Rot, Raging Bolt, Scizor, H-Zoro, Uxie, Terra Courier, Salazzle, Terra Serena, and Mivani. 4-point Mivani Webs is cool. I got Iron Valiant at like pick 5, so you know, not taking it would be rather foolish. H-Rot feels very strong with Iron Val because Val just wants to be able to clean endgame. Spikes facilitate that. Raging Bolt helps Fairy Dragon. Also just feels like Electric is a strong coverage thing to have, so I don't have to be forced to run T-Bolt Valiant consistently. Scizor FDS is complete, and Scizor is really good, and has Defog. H-Zoro plus Iron Val is strong offensively together. Uxie gives me rocks, slow, or not slow, like bulky pivot. Yawn is also nice. Knock. Terra Courier is the best Terramon allowed. Also, it gives me rocks. Salazzle's just a speed point above Val, so people are forced to run a little bit less bulk into me. Also gets like every status inducing move under the sun for some reason. Also gets knockoff and corrosion sick. And Serena do be spinning rapidly. Okay. I guess I have time. I can talk about my matchup if I do. I'm gonna show you some magic here. Whoa. Okay. Oh, and okay, Op has Urshifu's single. Is this actually gonna work? It's close enough. Okay. Ursh single, Glow King, Kyurem, Shocks, Talonflame, Terra Hat, Scyther, Terra Lug, H, Empoleon, Rotomo, Terra Haunter. Matchup's not phenomenal for me. My speed's just not kind of hitting where it needs to hit. You'll see on the build I'm bringing E-Belt. Oh, is this actually gonna work? So everybody says. Hey, yo. Alright, we're gonna pretend you're able to see everything. Here we are searching. It's pretty cool. Got it. Okay. I'm bringing Terra Fairy Rhyperior. Opponent has Terra Fairy Hatterene. This is almost exactly what I expected. Okay. Urshifu. No Sandy Shocks is very nice, however. Slow King, Galar. We're gonna have you right there for now. Kyurem, Hatterene, Empoleon, and Talonflame. Okay. No Sandy Shocks makes my life much easier because your only rocker is Empoleon. If I really just wanted to call it, I could just lead Rhyperior right now. I also think Talonflame lead is quite likely. I have 40 seconds, I can think for a minute. Raging Bolt is actually quite good unless he leads Kyurem. In Kyurem lead specifically, it's a terrible lead. Scizor is good into everything except Talonflame, but Talonflame specifically is not good. Same goes for Valiant. Samurott might actually be my best lead here. Urshifu single makes it kind of scary, but I might be able to just do something about that. And I know I love every single hit on this team. This is really hard. I think I just lead off with Samurott. Cool. Yeah, alright. There we go. I guess Hatterene's actually quite a likely lead now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, so that's kind of nice. Alright, we got Blueberry Elite 4 themes. Pretty epic, if you ask me. Big Strike is Urshifu. Okay. This is the one lead I did not want to see. I do not live any hit from this ever. This is definitely close combat. It could also be U-turn. Do I live Banded U-turn? Can I just click Ceaseless here? That's Samurott. Urshifu. If he's Jolly, he has to be Jolly for sure. U-turn does not kill. That does make the U-turn play. No, I'm not going to do that. Dude, U-turn feels so likely here. I could go Valiant, but all that's going to do is just give him a free switch into the, what's it called, into the Talonflame. I'm not a super big fan of that. I mean, I think I have to go Val here. I mean, I'm fine forcing in Talonflame early. Yeah, I'm just going to send in Val. This is an incredibly risky play, but I really don't think Poison Jab comes out. It is close combat. That's very good for me. 119, is that crit? Yeah, okay. Let's do some mathing. Valiant. That has to be banded, right? I'm currently at 119. That did 59%. Is that Jolly Scarf? Oh, wow. Is this kill? There is a roll for this to kill. That crit sucks. I think I knock off here. Because even if you switch, which you're going to, yeah, this is Slow King, right? Oh, this is Talonflame, okay. I'm gonna get Talonflame's item here. Flame Body, watch. Alright, sick. Does a little less than half. I do not outspeed. That is not bulky. Actually, is it? That's actually probably just max HP. Is this just U-turn? This is either U-turn or Brave Bird. With either one of them, Rhyperior covers both. This could also be Willow, but I have a Lumberry, so I'm not super concerned about that outcome. I'm just gonna go Rhyperior. Yeah, send Rhyperior here. Send Mr. Thick Guy. Send U-turn. He's just going for the Flamethrower. Okay, that's very good for me. I just Terra here. Like, I have to. I can Rock Polish. I do think there's a very likely switch on the horizon, and I really just want to Earthquake it. I mean, if he does switch here, Terra Blast covers essentially everything. We could see an Urshifu come back in. Actually, he's never going to use Urshifu with the U-turns. If I do this, I think he most definitely goes into his Slow King. Or something that is not Urshifu and not Empoleon. If it's Empoleon, that's fine, right? Yeah, I just go for Rock Slide. Getting the Star off early is incredibly important because of Urshifu's single. I don't really have a good switch into it otherwise. But yeah, we got our Rhyperior Terra off. I do have the Rock Polish for a late game scenario, even though I don't think it's particularly likely. I'm going to see that U-turn. This should never be Empoleon. That's a second crit. That's so epic. Okay, this is starting very well, obviously. What comes in on this? At least now I actually have a decent switch into Urshifu instead of just having to sack Valiant. What comes in here? Kyurem doesn't take 2 Rock Slides. Hatterene doesn't want to take anything. Slow King, I mean, if I go Earthquake, like, at this point you just have to make a call. If he goes Empoleon, I'm actually just going to Earthquake it. Because with Rhyperior on the field, big thick guy versus Empoleon. If he's Zero Speed, I outspeed him and Earthquake 2 shots. Actually, Rock Slide into Earthquake kills. Because it goes into Hatterene. Okay. How much is this taking? A lot. Eject button, Hatterene comes out. Was that lefties? Okay. I don't think you can Terra here, right? It does a bit more than the Fizz Def Hatterene calc would show. I'm going to assume there's some Fizz Def, but not a lot. I could actually Earthquake here, but I think keeping this thing healthy is very important. Maybe he expected rocks, which is why this thing came in. I mean, Earthquake's kind of free here. This thing doesn't really get coverage for me. Rock Slide flinch into Earthquake would also be cool, but I feel like I could go Scissor, but there's a very real possibility of Mystical Fire on that read. I mean, let me look at this matchup, actually, let me think. I can win this without Rapier, well, that's a lie. I do want Rapier alive for at least a while. I'm just gonna make the Earthquake play. This won't kill, it does do a lot. Just for the Psychic, I love this. I actually take it well. I do love, yeah, okay, and I actually still have room to spare. Recovery comes out. Earthquake does kill here. Even if you go Talonflame, there's nothing you can do to kill. The best you can try to do is Flamethrower. And I think I live this from there, or live that from here. I just went Earthquake. Yeah, he's gonna go Talonflame. I should have went for Rock Slide, actually. Yeah, he goes Talon. I should have went for Rock. Yeah, he's immune. Whoa! Okay, my play is Raging Bolt, I think. I think it's just going to make the obvious play and go for Flamethrower, and I'm just going to Volt Switch whatever he tries to send in on this. Yeah, I'm pretty far behind pretty early on. That's not great. Send in the neck. If this is U-turn, I'm just in a really bad spot. Goes for the Flamethrower, yeah. Okay, I Volt Switch. I feel like he doesn't give me this. I'd be very, very surprised if he gave this to me. Especially how he doesn't even have a Sandy Shocks to take this Volt Switch anymore. Look at this neck. He has such a big neck, am I right? If he doesn't... What does he go into here? Kyurem? Because Kyurem just gives me free Scizor. And if he doesn't, I'm actually just going to go right back into this. The way he's playing, he's almost exclusively attacking what's in front of him. He is going to switch. This should be Slowking. Is that the... Oh, he goes back into Hatterene. He's going to give it to me. Okay, Raging Bolt gets first kill of the season. Let's go Bolt. No Terra this game is also very nice. Okay. What do I want to come in? Scizor is going to bring out Talonflame. Rhyperior probably actually brings out Talonflame as well. And this thing can still take a hit from the Urshifu, so it's important to keep this alive for sure. Valiant brings out Slowking or Talonflame. Salazzle probably brings out Slowking. I think I have to go Rhyperior because everything else just means I have to sack something to what's it called? Everything else requires me to sack one to Urshifu. Because I take every single hit with this thing. I can't stand on Empoleon, unfortunately, as much as I want to. My priority right now just needs to be getting Spikes up. Goes into... What is this? To Kyurem? It is Kyurem. My play here is definitely Scizor. I need to know now if this thing is Specs. So, yo, pick Rock right now, I dare you. Go for the Ice Beam. I tank this. 237. That looks like Specs. 31% is exactly a Specs roll. I think my players just U-turn into my... Yeah, he's gonna go Talonflame. I'm just gonna U-turn here into my Raging Bolt. I could have doubled, but if there was a second... I mean, obviously this massively risks Flame Body, which is probably gonna proc here, which it doesn't. Sick. Yeah, I just go back into Bolt. What else is taking a Volt Switch? At this range, he's going to switch again. This is probably Slowking, if I had to guess. Big Glow. Yeah, this is Slowking. Oh, he's just going to give me a Spike then. I see spit F damage. Rhyperior gets an Earthquake. If he goes Talonflame, I just switch again. Nothing really takes a hit from this, really. I could also go Scizor to knock off. I could go into Samurott to Ceaseless. I think Ceaseless is the best play because of how often he's switching. I don't expect this to get much damage on me because of my Assault Vest. I just go for Ceaseless here. It's a pretty free click. The fortunate thing is that his only defogger in this game is Talonflame. And with how consistent I'm seeing switches, yeah, he's going to switch here. This is probably Urshifu. Yeah, he goes Urshifu. He has to. He's going to get up a Spike. What that Spike also does is it almost definitely puts him pulling in range of Earthquake, depending on the spread we see. If I'm expecting another close combat, I actually think my best play is Salazzle. Based on the damage we saw from the crit earlier, Urshifu... He's not in block glasses. I'm very confident this is Scarf. Salazzle. It's really risky. Let me think here. So a close combat is almost definitely coming up here. If I should have kept Rhyperior healthy, but like I don't know if there's one else I could have really done. Rhyperior post-Terra definitely tanks this. I think I have to go Salazzle. I don't really want to, but like... I don't think I have much of another play right now. What are we seeing? Is this CC? If it's Wicked Blow, I'm probably dead. Is CC. I don't think I take 2. I do. It looks like I barely do. Is my player just toxic? I think we're seeing a switch. Yeah, I think this is almost definitely going to be the Slow King. Yeah, there's no way you stay in. Yeah. This is probably... He's going to go into Empoleon. Okay. I'm fine with this. Take Spikes. He's going to be taking a Corrosion Toxic. It feels very likely that I'm about to see a Stealth Rock. I think I got Raging Bolt on this. The fortunate thing is that I know I have one Mon that takes a CC guaranteed. I mean, Rock showing up would be very bad for me. But I think that's just something I would have to live with unless I can get Scizor back in. I have to go Bolt my Volt Switch here. I mean, this could even be a Roost, really, right? It's gonna be a flip turn. Okay, so this is Kieran. That's not great. The good news at this point is that he's just gonna continue taking Spikes. He's gonna go into the Glow King, so he's actually gonna give me a Volt Switch. He's gonna real heavy duty boots, that's good information. If I really wanted to like a Calm Mind on this, but I don't really see that being super valuable, I'm just gonna Volt Switch. I don't know how Chili works. I don't know if it procs at the beginning of a turn or what. I kind of just want more Spikes up. We could be seeing a Chili here. Okay, I Volt Switch. What is he trying to do? I think what I want to do is actually go into Scizor. That might be right, actually. Because Scizor, I don't think he ever clicks Flamethrower here. I'm just going to go Sizz. The only other play that's even, like, semi-reasonable is Chili, yeah. Yeah, no, Talonflame is forced in. Okay, so you're going to see the Chili reception pop. This has to be Talonflame, right? Yeah. I want to force a Defog. I'm just going to go right back into my Raging Bolt. So consistent of a play. You're going to see the defog as expected. This is just going to be a free Volt Switch. He's going to switch her again into his Slow King. Yeah, I asked for Slow King. Yeah, I'm essentially forcing him into a position where he's being essentially forced to not be able to create progress. If I really wanted to, I could go Rhyperior here, but I think I'm just going to prioritize my spikes. Another play I have here, I'm actually going for Sacred Sword. I have been playing this so incredibly safe that I think this calls him out. Like, obviously the spike play creates more progress, but I think he's currently in a spot where he can't really sack off this thing because it's only a Volt Switch sponge. Like, at this point, he just has to consider what he wants to take the Ceaseless. And if that's Gyurem, it gets two-shot by Sacred Sword. It's Urshifu, it straight up dies. If he stays in, good play. What other play could he have here? I actually don't think this thing is sackable. I think I have very little doubt in my mind there's a switch here. Yeah, he has to. If this is Talonflame, good play. Goes to Empoleon. Okay, that was probably the safest thing he could have done. I just get off a free Sacred Sword as I actually break his Chople for it. Samurott-Hisui. Maybe I probably revealed that card a bit too early. Empoleon. This thing is almost definitely dead to Ceaseless. I mean, that Sacred Sword. This is probably... I mean, I just want to get a spike up regardless. He is going to live barely. If he stays in, he dies to poison. He's going to flip turn. He's actually dead to spikes. Okay. He's dead to spikes unless Talonflame can defog safely. Alright, I think the position I'm forcing him in is quite strong. So yeah, he has to go Urshifu. Is at this point I have to pick a sack. Snow is gone, fortunately. I think I have to sack off Salazzle. Yeah, I mean, the ultimate goal is just force this thing into a position where I can just come in with that thing with a Thunderclap. Yeah, I go Salazzle here. He's already wasted 2 close combats. If this is Wicked Blow, I go into my, I go into Valiant. This close combat I do live. This is going to be close combat number 3. Urshifu is going to get this kill. The interesting reveal would be if this thing is not Scarf, in which case I'm just going to go for my knockoff. Actually, I'm not going to do that. If he's not Scarf, he dies. But this should be a kill for the Urshifu. He's going to yeah, he confirmed Scarf, as I kind of figured he was. This is definitely Thunderclap range. My play is Raging Bolt, Volt Switch. Yeah, because he's currently -2. This thing is very, very dead. Yeah, I go into Raging Bolt. He can't give me this. His best play here is actually sacking off the, what's that thing called? I think he sacks off Empoleon to get a free switch into Slow King. I really want to call that and go for Calm Mind, actually. Is this thing dead to +1 Thunderclap? Raging Bolt versus Urshifu single. I have 30 seconds, I have time. He actually does die to +1 Clap. I kind of want to just go for that Calm Mind right now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. He's not staying in. Yeah. He's going to go Empoleon. It's going to be a kill for Samurott. Alright, I like this. And I get up my Calm Mind. If he goes into that slow, can you go for a second Calm Mind? Yeah, this is going to be Kirim. We are going to see it take spikes. I am incredibly confident this is Specs Kirim. It is incredibly likely this is Draco. At this point in the game, if I were to go into my what's the thing called? Valiant. I mean, Rhyperior also might not be entirely necessary anymore, right? He's gonna get close combat consistently. I can consistently get in my Raging Bolt. What does it take for this thing to be in +1 Thunderclap? It has to be at 26%. If you guys are anything other than Draco here, by the way, I do kill this with Draco Meteor. And if he goes for anything other than Draco, I got a free switch into Scizor, which gives me a free U-turn and a free switch back into my Raging Bolt. I'm going to make the Rhyperior play. I think at this point it's probably my most valuable one. This has to be Specs. Am I going to see an Ice move? We are going to see the Ice Beam. Okay, Kirim's going to kill my Rhyperior. Crit does not matter. Shocker, I know. Yeah, I just need to get consistent damage on this Kirim and I'm in business. Valiant is typically free here, but I actually don't like it a lot. I think my best play is actually Scizor U-turn. Yeah, I'm going to go Scizor and U-turn this. I don't think there's a world where he lets this thing get whittled any more than it is. I'm just going to go for U-turn. I do guarantee take 2 more because of my Citrus Berry. This game, I believe, is currently 4-4. Yeah. He's just going to Ice Beam. He makes the correct play. Well, quote-unquote correct. Citrus Berry is going to pop. I'm going to get my U-turn. Here, okay. So I got my U-turn off. It's going to do a lot. I think at this point, I go into Valiant. Actually, I go into Samurott because I take this. I go into Samurott and get more spikes up. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the Raging Bolt Calm Mind endgame. Yeah, my AV Samurott is currently looking pretty epic as well. This could be Talonflame. If this is Talon, I go for double Ceaseless. Yeah, he's gonna switch. Oh, what comes in on this? Goes into Talon, yeah, you have to. This is not Ceaseless range. I got a crit. That is very unfortunate, but it is gonna get the kill. Alright, that's incredible for me, actually. And I get a second layer of spikes out of it, and that layer is permanent. Any move that is not Freeze Dry, by the way, is unable to kill my Samurott. I know that is a Scarf on the, what's it called, the Urshifu. So there's not really a position in which, I mean, Valiant takes any hit that's not, close combat or Poison Jab. Because, yeah, he has to go Urshifu. He just keeps having to do this. Yeah, this spike stack is super unfortunate for him. This could be the point at which I sack this. I'm kind of wondering if the play is actually to sack off Valiant. I think this Samurott still has a lot of value for dealing with Kirim. Actually, he doesn't really have much for Scizor, does he? Or once I get in with Bullet. My play's actually Valiant. It's currently wasted 4 close combats. This is going to be a minimum 5, maximum 6. This combat comes out. I do live. It's going to be close combat number 5. The next one will be close combat number 6. My player's knockoff on the Slow King. The fortunate thing is he actually doesn't know if I have Vacuum Wave or not, so he could very well see a Slow King switch here. If I catch that Slow King switch correctly, I actually might just win the game off of it. I mean, it's risky, for sure. Because what I'm doing is I'm basically just letting this die. And then I can just get a free switch into my Scizor. I think this Urshifu is actually in range of Bullet Punch no matter what. Urshifu, Scizor. It's actually surprisingly not. It was a lot less than I thought it would, actually. I mean, at -2 it is. Yeah, he's just gonna give... I'm gonna give him this. Urshifu's gonna kill my Valiant. Here's where things get interesting. So this thing is currently -2, right? If I really wanted to, I could actually just go Scizor right now. There is no guarantee that Bullet Punch kills her. I actually think it doesn't, so my best play is still Raging Bolt. I know I live this. My play is Volt Switch. He's gonna switch. Okay. What's he giving me damage on? It's gonna be the Slow King because it has to. Get the Volt Switch. Yep. This is going to be a very scary endgame for him, for sure. My player is Samurott-Hisui. He basically has to give me one right now. He has to give me one, and almost definitely I'm getting a Spike out of it. I think the next stack is probably Raging Bolt. Surprisingly, I'm actually very surprised that Scizor looks like it's probably the strong Mon here. This has to be Urshifu. I should have went for Sacred Sword, actually. Yeah, he goes Urshifu because he has to. Fortunately, what this does is, if he goes for close combat here, he's going to be guaranteed in range of Bullet Punch. And I got my third Spike up. Which actually just probably guarantees me the game. Now, here's where things get interesting, right? Kyurem cannot kill me. So I do have to keep this. I go Raging Bolt. Because Raging Bolt does take this. Goes for U-turn to play. I'm just going to put Thunderclap though. Just for the Wicked Blow. I do always love this. I go for Thunderclap. He's going to give me this. Okay. So Urshifu goes down. I like my position here for sure. I think this is definitely... Is this just Slow King? I think if it's Slow King, I just go for Calm Mind, right? If it's Kyurem, I go for Thunderclap. Dude, I thought about not putting Raging Bolt on the team either, because I was super afraid of the fact that speed is lower than Urshifu and Kyurem, because those two were like the big two offensive hard Pokemon and shocks in this matchup. Giving me, what's it called? Giving me Urshifu makes my life so much easier. Okay, so this has to be... If it's Kyurem, I Thunderclap. If it's Slow King, I Calm Mind. Because I want to maximize damage on Kyurem at this point. I just gotta mention, Thunderclap is such a broken move. Like, dude, it's so dumb. Why did they just give this thing with this a higher special attack than Latios Sucker Punch, but for special and stab? I go for Calm Mind here. My play's actually to sack this. Get my Calm Mind up. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Chiller Reception pops. I just thunderclap. This has to be Kyurem, considering there are a grand total of 2 mons left. Bruh. Oh no, people hated on Raging Bolt's design when it came out. This thing actually looks kind of sick. Yeah, it sends in Kyurem. It's gonna take 3 layers of spikes. I just go for a thunderclap here. This likely does not kill. Yeah, it doesn't. Ice Beam comes out. Yeah, Raging Bolt's gonna go down. Raging Bolt, you did your job well. Okay, I have 2 ways to win here. I think the best play is actually Scizor. And just let this come down to, I mean, 1-0 diff isn't the worst thing in the world. I am going to bullet punch here for sure. Scizor is going to get this kill. Okay, yeah, we played the long game. This is almost definitely game. Unless Slowking dodges 2 Seasonal Sledges and crits 2 Focus Blasts. This has to be Slowking. It is Slowking. I'm just going to guarantee damage off on this. I'm going to U-turn into my Samurott. If I can keep that +2 diff, I will. I got my U-turn here with a chonk. Send in the best Mon, because Samurott is the best Mon. That's just a fact of life, you know? Send in Rot. We're gonna see a Thunder Wave. Okay, so this Slowking has to get exceptionally lucky here to win this game. I go for a Ceaseless. I actually probably should have went for Aqua Cutter. I outspeed anyway. That's so sick. That's gonna be 2-0 win for me. GG's to Thomas Clark or T Clark. Sorry for doxing you. Very scary game, very scary matchup, but Hazard Stack prevails and Thunderbolt, or not Thunderbolt, Raging Bolt being broken. Yeah, it's gonna be GG's to my fun game. Next 2 week we fight Lamborito, who so I may or if you watch the draft stream on my channel, which you probably should because it's kind of epic, he may or may not have called us quote unquote delusional for how he perceived his team. So, you know, is this like a cliffhanger? Makes me want to come back? I don't know. GG's to Thomas. Fun game. Oh yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye.